Nigerians have been assessing the stewardship of the Buhari government in the last 2 years with mixed feelings.
Unfortunately, no part of the country.
While fielding questions on issues how the programs of government have impacted on Nigerians, the minister said the three cardinal points of rebuilding the economy, fighting insurgency, and the war against corruption with which it hinged its campaign promises have been impactful. He noted that as part of government's move to revamp the economy, it has made agriculture a focal point by reinventing and reworking the subsidy on fertilizer to achieve the ultimate aim of food security and discourage importers using the country as dumping ground for products, but most importantly, making the country self-sufficient.
The landing cost of a bag of rice from India to Nigeria is cheaper than the locally produced rice because the government there wants to dump it and they are subsidizing the farmers. And this is what we are working at also, to give subsidy to farmers, not in terms of money, but in terms of, probably subsidizing their transportation, which we are working on.
Lai Mohammed said those judging the success of the Buhari administration should get their facts right. He said Nigerians should at least do a reflection on the state of things before the government assumed office. In particular, he said the government met an unbundled power sector which was performing below expectation, and that a radical thing to do was to cancel the privatization, but decided to work with the situation it inherited.
We're still producing close to 4,000 megawatts of power. And we're able to achieve this by addressing the issue of transmission. We're able to address this by addressing the issue of the liquidity problem, which has been the major problem between the gas producers and the generating company.
Security was another key point the government tackled from all fronts. And as the minister put it, the security of lives and property is a priority. On the fight against corruption, which has been criticized as being one-sided, the minister said the whistleblower policy of government has helped in no small measure to recover the people's stolen patrimony, and that a legal backing is being worked out to make the policy more effective.
The credibility of whistleblower actually lies in protecting the anonymity of those people who have given you the information. And that is why we have a very elaborate plan and program for whistleblowers. We must protect their identity and their source, but at the same time, we warn them that any frivolous whistleblowing could lead to prosecution, as we can see.
He also called for a complete overhaul of the justice system through capacity building, funding, and the full implementation of the Administration of Criminal Justice Act for better results in the dispensation of justice. Roluke, AIT News, Abuja.